The other day when I said those things to you about taking time off, I mean, I don't even know if you remember it.
Like it was yesterday?
Well, in that case, I was just wondering, how bad was I?
You weren't that bad?
Good. Now, would you be willing to swear to that in court?
What? Why?
No reason. Truth is, my recollection is exactly the same as yours. You asked for a couple days off, and I gave it to you. See, I even wrote it in my diary. Gave Brian 2 days off. Felt good about it.
Looks like you just wrote that today.
What makes you say that?
It has today's date on top.
I just wrote that down to remember today's conversation.
Can I go back to work now?
Yep. Just make sure you have the affidavit on my desk as soon as possible. I'm being sued. That's what's going on.
By Brian?
No, by Stephanie.
For sexual harassment? Louis, this is bad.
I know what it is, Rachel.
Well, then we need to talk about how you're gonna handle it.
No, we need to talk about how you're gonna handle it.
Louis, that's not a good idea.
It's the only good idea. You need to go over there right now and put an end to this.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I had a run-in with Stephanie after you did, and then I had another run-in with her after Donna fired her. She's not gonna listen to me.
It is sexual harassment, Rachel. I cannot have it on my record. Someone needs to convince her to let this go, and it needs to be a lawyer I can trust, but it also needs to be someone who's close to her level, or she's gonna feel attacked.
Then I think I have the perfect choice.
Stephanie, I know you got fired, but this lawsuit could destroy Louis.
Let me get this straight. The woman who convinced me to leave a good job for one where I was treated terribly, sexually harassed, and then fired is now asking me for a personal favor.
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm not in the mood to grant one. So you can tell Louis I will see him in court.
Stephanie, the woman I knew at Rand Caldorzane wouldn't do this. Please, tell me what's going on so I can help.
I heard people here talking, and they said that I got fired because I couldn't hack it. Well, that's not true, and I won't have them thinking it is.
Then close that door and sit down, because I'm betting that we can work out a deal right now that shows anyone who's ever underestimated you just how strong you are.
Louis, stop lending. I have news.
Trina, thank God you're back. Here, have a prunie.
Exactly how many prunies did you make?
I don't know, I'm stress blending. If I don't hear some good news soon, there's gonna be an international prune shortage. So please tell me that you talked Stephanie out of this bull.
Louis, I couldn't talk her out of it, but I did manage to talk her into this.
Okay, well, I can live with this amount. But this says that I admit to sexually harassing her.
You did sexually harass her.
Oh, that's a load of crap. I never hit on Stephanie Patel.
And that's not the definition of harassment, and you know it.
Well, I don't care. I can't accept it.
Why not?
Because I've been sued for sexual harassment before, and I can't have it look like a pattern.
I didn't know.
It was before your time, and it was a bullshit suit concocted by Daniel Hardman. I can't have a reputation for this.
I understand that, Louis. But Stephanie is worried people think she can't hack it as a lawyer. And making you admit to what you did is the only way she sees to make them think otherwise.
Sorry, I can't sign it.
Louis, I know this isn't what you wanted, but in my professional opinion, this is the best you're going to do. At least take a day to think about it. And Louis, this goes without saying, but however tempted you are, don't go see Stephanie.
What are you doing here?
I've been thinking about your offer, and I was hoping we could talk.
Well, we can't, because we're on opposite sides of a lawsuit.
I know that, and I'm willing to sign whatever you want. I'm willing to pay whatever you want. I just can't admit that I
Did exactly what you did. Too bad. Because if you won't admit it, I'll make a jury admit it for you.
Stephanie, I'm trying to be reasonable here.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before putting yourself in a position to let a lowly associate wipe the floor with you.
My reputation is that of a pillar of the legal community. So you're not wiping the floor with
Your reputation is that you're a son of a bitch, and I'm gonna prove it to the world.
No, Stephanie. The only thing you're gonna prove is that you're the pathetic loser that everyone thinks you are. Because you just picked a fight with someone who is way out of your league.
What delusional reality are you living in?
The one where I make it crystal clear at trial that you were fired for cause and concocted this lawsuit out of spite.
I didn't concoct a room full of witnesses who saw and heard the real Louis Litt. So the way I see it, you're gonna owe me so much money. I'm never gonna need another job again.
long did you wait to go over there after I explicitly told you not to?
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Because now your job is to blow that woman out of the water.
Well, that's gonna be pretty hard since she has a room full of witnesses, and she also has Donna on record saying what you did was wrong, and that's why you lost dominion over the associates.
Oh, Donna did what?
She didn't know you were going to get sued, Louis. And when Stephanie gets her up on the stand, we're dead.
Well, then she's just gonna have to lie on the stand.
Louis, that is insane, and you know it.
Well, goddammit, we have to figure some way to get out of this because I have lost everything this year, and I can't lose this.
How about you tell her you're sorry?
What the hell did you just say?
I said tell her that you're sorry.
What are you even doing here? Are you spying on us for her?
No, I came to tell you I'd been served with a subpoena.
Well, Brian, I don't need your help because you can't apologize without admitting guilt, which is the whole thing that I don't want to do.
Louis, I don't know if you've noticed, but that's pretty much going to happen anyway.
If I may. It is admitting guilt, and it is taking a chance. But if I were thinking of suing you for the horrible things you said to me, that's what I'd want to hear.
You see, the night before I said those horrible things to you, my fiancée left me. She was pregnant. And even though the child wasn't mine, I was finally gonna be a dad. And when all that went away, my entire life turned upside down. I mean, I was reeling. So when Brian had asked me for time off to go have a baby and you defended him.
You took everything you were feeling out on me.
Yeah, and I am ashamed of that. Stephanie, I will sign anything you want. I will say anything you need to make sure that the world knows that you are not a pushover, even if that includes admitting guilt. And if for some reason they still can't accept you here, you have your job back with us, standing offer.
Appreciate you opening up to me, Louis. But this wasn't really about people thinking I'm a pushover. It was about how you made me feel when you said those things to me.
Why would they make you feel anything? I mean, they were so clearly untrue.
Were they?
Come on. What are you talking about, Stephanie?
I'm 34 years old. I work 90 hours a week. I don't have anyone. I don't have time to meet anyone, and I'm worried that I never will, that I'll never have a family. So when you said no one would want to have children with me.
I'm so sorry, Stephanie.
Thank you, Louis.
I feel like I want to come over there and give you a hug, but it's probably inappropriate since you're suing me for sexual harassment.
I'm not suing you anymore, Louis.
Louis, if you're here for the Stevenson brief, I can have it to you in the morning.
Go home, Brian.
Am I fired?
Nope. There's just more to life than working here.
Am I being punked?
No, not at all. It's just that you have a new supervisor starting tomorrow and he would like you to get a good night's sleep.
And he told you to tell me that?
Oh, Jesus, Brian, please, will you work with me? I'm the new supervisor. And listen, I am sorry for saying all those horrible things to you about being undedicated. I can't even imagine how you balance being a new dad with this workload.
Then I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Before you go, I got you a little something.
Louis, this is the best onesie a man has ever gotten another man.
You just tell the little guy to wear it well. And feel free to bring him in whenever you want. But, you know, call first. This is a place of business, for God's sake.